The other side of the transaction on the sell side, there's another half truth that's going on, and that are people that use platform fees. They'll say something to hey, don't worry about it, Mr. Seller. The buyer pays the commission. Again, it's not very genuine. Both the buyer and the seller pay the commission in any transaction. It's in the price of the home. Another problem with limited service companies like platform companies or flat fee companies is you'll have to put this in your agent remarks. And what this remark says is, we're a limited service company, talk to the owner. And what happens is that agents obviously can choose who they want to work with. And sometimes they don't want to work and have to do both sides of the transaction. So when you're working with a limited service company, often as an agent, you're not only representing your buyer, but you're representing the seller too, or you're not even getting paid, but obviously you have to do that work for the seller. So agents may just choose not to work in that capacity, in that environment, and they have that right. The other flip side of that is the exposure process. You want to obviously be exposed to as many people as possible. So you do want as many agents showing your property as possible. So for us at Chop Prop, we market your property. We operate in a full service capacity. We get it out to as many people as possible. And the majority of our sellers still offer a commission to the agent that represents the buyer. And the reason why they do that is, again, it's for the exposure. So when this property was listed by our seller, it was originally listed with us for $899,000. We marketed the home for them. We got it sold for over asking price at $945,000. The seller paid a commission to Chop Prop of $2,995, and they also paid a commission to the buyer's agent of 3%, which the property sold in Seattle. It was still a savings of $25,355 for this client. But the reality is they could have saved more. If Chop Prop would have represented the buyer and the seller in the transaction on both sides, where we represented them both, they don't pay the additional 3%. Our sellers don't pay a maximum. Our sellers and buyers in that situation, when we match up the buyer and the seller, pay a total commission of $2,995. The idea is to get the majority of that commission out of the transaction. Commissions make property more volatile, and it makes them less liquid. So we're trying to help in that capacity and still give our clients a full service experience. I hope that helps, and thank you for considering Chop Prop Realty.